Hello and welcome to Phil Mixologist. So today what we are going to be doing is we're going to finish the build on this kind of Dellorto DHLA carbs. And once I'm doing that, I am going to say a thing or two about matching carburetors, especially on this setup, which is twin carbs that feed one engine. So this would be for a 4-cylinder engine. And the trick about matching carburetors is that what you need to do is match part for part all of the calibratable bits of the carb. Yeah, so for example, we've got chokes, so all the chokes need to be, well, in this case 32, which is the chokes that we're using in this particular build. Obviously there is some pre-work that I've done in terms of lubricating the insides of the carbs so they slide down nice and easy. So we've got chokes that are matched. Then we have auxiliary venturis that also need to be matched. This is quite important because when I got the carb, they came with only 2 of these. And I thought to myself, well, I have this too, so hey, I'm in business. But actually it turns out that they're slightly different because these are a 0.3 and these are a 0.1. So I had to purchase a couple of 0.3s. Again, I wish I didn't have to, but anyway, that's kind of how it worked out. For this particular build, and this is so another one here. So now we know that absolutely every component that I put in this carb so far is exactly the same. So let's put this 0.3 here. There you go. The Dellortos have a location tab. They have a location tab here because they need the bit that feeds the auxiliary venturi needs to come from the body of the carb. So now that I have, and I need to show you also the bits that I've done before. Obviously I built all the accelerator pump, I've done all the shafts, nice little throttle action. Has to have like a little ring to it. So this is done. Obviously this is done. I put new screws on because they look good and the other ones were a bit corroded. So now that we've done this, we're just gonna secure the auxiliary venturis here. So that they don't fly off. There we go. Put the screws in later. You don't want me spending a lot of time. Yep. Winning. There you go, so that's secure enough. Now I need to do the same with this one. Very reticent to go in at first, but a little bit of persuasion. on the day. So this. There you go. Okay, so the other calibratable bits are obviously, this comes in 3 parts, which is the emulsion tube, the air corrector in this case, and the main jet. So obviously I checked and 4 of them are the same. And Dellortos also have a holder and an idle jet as well. So they all need to be the same in order to create a matched pair of carbs. And then the other thing is that both obviously I set the fuel level according to the manual, so basically you just put 15 and 25 and you measure, just put them like this, so you put it 15 and 25 when at a full opening, and that should give you the fuel level. Obviously it's a ballpark fuel level. There is no guarantee it will be 100% for every single car. Now a couple of other things here, the pumps, the discharge pumps here need to be exactly the same as well. So now if we start putting we start putting the top cover, put this gasket. Yeah, this might need a little bit of a tap. There you go. And the other top cover. Like so. Yep. And here, this went quite nicely. So I've got 2 tops, and obviously I've got new screws for them. These are not that expensive, so I generally tend to put new ones, and also because it just makes them look a bit better. So let's just very quickly do this. And then, what we have to do, what remains to be done, I'm going to do it on this one, then you put 2 idle circuits, so the holder and the jet. There you go. Obviously before I'm doing this, I've taken a note of this, because generally people tend to ask a lot, so it's better if you take a note of what you're putting inside the carb. So if somebody asks you, oh, what sort of air corrector has it got, or what sort of jets has it got, you can tell them straight away. Or even if you are putting in a listing on a website, you can just give all that data up front, so that people look at it, they can read it, and they know exactly what's in the carb. So then again, the Dellortos have this little gasket that goes here. It's a paper gasket really. And again, I'm gonna put new screws in here. Again, they do look good, but also I think the other thing is that the others were a bit too corroded, and sometimes it's very difficult when screws are corroded to kind of bring them back to life again, primarily because it's a question of how do you passivate the screws. I mean, I could do chemical blackening for all of them, but it's a bit of faff. here we go, broken through. And it goes facing the choke side. So if I just screw this on, that's it, it's done. So one down, I've got to kind of do the other one. And the other thing also that I wanted to show you, but I've showed you in the previous video, is the idle mixture screws, that they are new. The 4 of them are new. So actually this carbs came back to life and quite well. There were a few spare parts that were required, but all in all, it's I think they're gonna go really well. Thank you. See you in the next episode.